Hey everyone, welcome to the next stage in assembling this BMW R60/2 engine. Um, we've got the clutch components, flywheel clutch components on, all the timing gears on, and we're working on the front of the motor. Again, the next thing we're going to install is the front timing cover. To get it ready to install, I've replaced the two seals for the camshaft and crankshaft. Got new seals in there. I'll put this little cover plate on the bottom there. Some older bikes didn't have this. That's where a tack drive would go. And this is all cleaned up and ready to install. Before we do that, we need to install the breather plate on the front of the camshaft. There is a flat washer that goes on first, then a spring washer, and then the breather plate with the two pins indexing into the timing gear of the cam like that. Some earlier models also had a circlip that holds this in place, but the later ones don't. So that's all ready to go. Before we put the timing cover on, I'm going to put some assembly lube on all the timing gears. This will help on startup. A little bit into the nose bearing of the crank. And we're also going to put some oil on this breather plate, because the breather plate rides against this flat surface of the timing cover. So we'll want to make sure that both of those surfaces are oiled before we put them together. Then we're ready to install the front cover. We'll put a little bit of heat on this first, so it'll make it slide over this bearing a little easier, and then we'll be ready to install it. Okay, once we've got the gasket on and the cover warmed up slightly, we can slip it on here. And then you can use the many one tool again with the pressure bolt to push that into place. There we go. All right. At that point, we can remove the tool. And then install the 12 hex bolts and special washers that go on there. They're small washers that fit inside there. These have all been freshly CAD plated, so they look really nice. So we'll put these 12 bolts in around there and tighten them down. And then this is the engine after we've tightened down all 12 of the timing cover bolts, and everything's spinning really nicely. And we're pretty close to done with this. What we'll install next are the engine electronics on the front, and then probably last of all we'll flip it over and put the oil pan on the bottom, and it will be ready to go back in the bike. So that's it for this one. I'll probably do another video showing the engine electronics, how those go on, and how we set the static timing on the ignition. Thanks, everyone.